and welcome to Q.
Hi, this is Mary Oche.
Hi, this is Nick Harvey.
Hi, this is Patty LaBelle.
Hey, my name is Jaylee Wolf.
Hey, this is Lucy Dacus, and you're listening to Q.
We're kicking off the show with one of the biggest stars ever to come out of Canada. The one, the only, Celine Dion. You'll hear how her music keeps evolving and how Celine keeps reinventing herself. We'll hear about the death of her husband and her rebirth from that experience. And how Celine has just become, once again, impossibly cool. Also on the show, a lot has been written about the Black Panther Party over the last 50 years. But when Shaka King set out to make the film Judas and the Black Messiah, he really wanted to set the record straight and use his art to clear up some misconceptions. That's all coming up on Q. All right, it's Monday, so I think we should kick things off. That's the total force known as Celine Dion. You're hearing Love Can Move Mountains from 1992. She'll be starting a new residency in Las Vegas this fall and recently rescheduled her world tour dates to next year. Celine has been a star in Quebec since she was 12, and then she burst into the English-speaking world with a cascade of hits. Beauty and the Beast, Power of Love, My Heart Will Go On. I could go on and on. But, you know, that was the 90s, and 30 years later, Celine Dion is still releasing new music. But, you know, she's also got a new outlook on life after a pretty tough personal loss. After the death of her husband and manager, René Angélil, Celine left a residency in Las Vegas, got back into the studio, and thought hard about her future. After a few years ago, Tom Power flew to Montreal and had a rare interview with Celine Dion when her album Courage came out. Here is their conversation.
How's it going?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
Welcome to the show. Thanks a lot for doing this.
Well, thank you for flying. Montreal.
Come on. I mean, I'd crawl.
Oh, come on. Don't get me started.
I just tried to train up. I can hitch a ride. This is exciting.
You waited that long to come and talk to me?
Yeah, it took me about
It's about time.
3 weeks to get here. I want to start by going back a little bit. I want to go back to June 8th, 2019, your final business show in Vegas. Welcome to the reopening show of Power of Love. It's going to be every single night. On the last night that you did it, when you walked out, it was going to be the last night to do the show. Did you feel that way?
Well, I think, if I recall correctly, people thought that it was going to be very, very emotional for me, and that it was going to be really hard for me. But I knew what I was getting myself into probably the next day or a couple of days after that. Of course, don't get me wrong, when it's before you turn the page, because for me, I stayed so long in Vegas. Actually, I still live in Vegas. It will always be, I raised my kids in Vegas. It will always be, in a way, a home for me, because this is where I still live. Even though I am in Montreal right now, where my roots are, and this is really home. Make a long story short, I felt very strong when I did the last show, even though there was a lot of butterflies going on. I did not want to cry, which It's easy for me to cry because I'm very emotional, passionate, and I care and I love what I do, and when I get embraced by the audience, I get taken by the emotions. So I said to myself, I want to have a good time like every night, and especially tonight because it's my last show. So let's make it like a party. And I have to say, I don't remember if I cried. I don't think I did. If I did not cry, I'm very proud of myself because everything that I've done for so long there with my team, we have accomplished so much, and I'm proud of that. And I didn't want to just cry. I just wanted to say, hey, last show, I'm so happy. So many people came, and we're still here tonight, and I'm about to hit the ground.
I love that you said that when I it's hard for me not to cry because I take in so much about because I thought it would because of the content of the songs, but also because you see what the audience is reacting to these songs, because these songs mean an awful lot to an awful lot of people, you know, they listen to them at births and deaths and birthdays and all these sort of moments. Do you take some time at a concert to kind of like look around and see how these songs that you're saying?
That's all I do actually. That I don't do much options. It's just that, you know, year after year, pretty much like for 20-something years, some less, some a little more, but I've been singing some of those songs, a lot of those songs, if I can rephrase that, night after night. And many times in interviews, they've asked me, aren't you tired of singing the same songs all over again? And sometimes I have to admit to you, say, it's hard. It's hard because you have to make this song tonight like you sing it for the first time. Why? Because those people that are in the audience tonight, it might be their favorite. I won't be able to sing all of their favorite songs. I can't sing all of my favorite songs. Most of the time, my favorite songs, they're not even making it the charts. My favorite songs are the B-sides at the time. Remember the records that we were selling?
I'm familiar with the B-sides.
Remember these
Yeah,
days?
I remember
these days. I've been there on that side.
I'm familiar with it.
But it's that when the curtain opened, and just a fraction of a second, I'm like, oh, now just before I think about not that song again, I always look. That's the difference between recording in a studio that you face engineers. Don't get me wrong, I love them, and that's why I work with them and I choose them.
There's stone face.
But there's like an audience. They come, they're excited. The show's not even started. They're on the edge of their seat. They cry, they laugh, they hold hands. They're standing up, they're dancing, they're getting married. You're like, you don't know where to start the show. There's a show before the show. So they are part of our show. So when I start the song that I might think that I don't want to sing it, they change it automatically, and it's like the first time, every time. Believe it or not, they make it happen.
That's really beautiful. I'm glad.
It's true. And like you said, the weddings, they lose people, they're having a hard time. How many people do I meet before the show and say, you've changed my life, you've helped me going through tough times?
People have proposed at your shows. I've seen that before.
Oh, people propose to my show with long nails, with my face on their nails, and I'm like, are you getting married to me? Do you know what you're about to do right now? Okay.
But I'm glad you still have a connection to it, because I did wonder that coming in. I wasn't going to ask too much about you getting sick of your songs, but I did wonder about the My Heart Will Go On song, because that's become such a, it's a big song to me and to millions of people all around the world. But I to feel it, because I always believe you whenever you sing it, so that makes sense.
Well, thank you so much. I'm very honored, and I realize more today than ever before that for example, Beauty and the Beast and My Heart Will Go On, winning Oscars, being part of classics. It was amazing then, and today it's an honor. And this is something that I will stay even when I'm not there anymore, for my kids and for people to remember that, wow, Mom was part of like 2 classics in her life. So I think about this more now than ever before.
So what led you to leave the show, the Vegas show?
I thought that I was supposed to, with my first, when I started to live in Las Vegas, my RC, Renee Charles, my first child, who's 18 years old today, he was a year and a half, and we started a new day. I thought I was going to be there for a little while, but a little while, I thought it was maybe a couple of months.
Yeah.
Or maybe a couple of weeks.
Because I feel like you made it kind of cool again. Like it was kind of uncool for people to do residencies, and then you kind of made it cool again.
Well, what was not cool about starting that is that most of people, I would say the industry mainly, without talking against the industry, because
They're here.
they're always supportive, and I needed them, still do, and we work as partnership.
Yeah.
But they didn't believe in it. They said the Titanic is going to sink again, and Celine Dion is going to finish her career there. At one point, we said, listen, we're not going to please everyone. It might be a bad idea, but people believe in that. They built a coliseum for that show. It's called A New Day.
Yeah.
Do we believe in it? Let's do it, and let's not listen to every individual that are thinking that this is a bad idea. If it's a bad idea, we're going to stand up again. People make mistakes in life, but if you don't take a chance, you will never know. We took a chance, people believe, we focused, we did A New Day, and not only we stayed 3 weeks or 3 months or a year and a half, I stayed there 5 years, then I did not stop, overlapping a world tour on top of that. That lasted about a year and a half, and to make a long story short, they kind of like wanted me again, and I said, oh, hi, home so soon? And then I came back home so soon, and I did another 5 years. So don't get me to do the math, because I'm very, very bad. I had to stop going to school because I was on stage. That's not my job. But I've been there a long, long time.
Can we talk about this new record? I just got to hear a little bit of it, and I really, really loved it.
I can't say too much about it because they've asked me not to.
Sure. I want to ask you what.
But what I can say about it is that I am very proud of it, very excited about it. I've been part of it. Before I've been part of my career and choosing my songs, of course. But from A to Z, since Renee's not there, I've been with my team more than ever, part of the creativity, whether it's for the record, some ideas, good ones, stupid ones, whatever. I'm not supposed to say stupid because it make kids see that stupid is not a good word. So good ideas, bad ideas. And also for putting the show together, to sit at a table and bring ideas, whether they're bad or they're out there. And I think I'm Rihanna, or I want to dance like Britney Spears, or I want to have like like the glow like Jennifer Lopez or whatever. I mean, all of them. And I want to have a duo with, I don't know, Sam Smith or Labyrinth or Bruno Mars, or I can go on and on and on, okay? I'm a big fan of many, many artists. But being part of this, of the creation, now I'm addicted. They cannot get rid of me.
Well, I'm glad. And I can hear a lot.
Good for me, maybe bad for them. You ask them.
Well, made for great music. I mean, I hear a lot of you in the record, and I do want to talk a little bit. I know we can't talk that much about it, but Celine, the word courage stuck out to me. It's the name of the tour, it's the name of the record, it's the name of the song that I just heard. I want to know what that word means to you.
Well, it means that everybody is going through things in life, things that we have to, I would say, when something bad happens to you in life, you have to find a way to overcome these obstacles and find a way to find inner strength to say that's part of life. This is not something that you choose. This is something that is imposed to you by life, and it's up to you to go through these obstacles, and you have the options if you're gonna need help or not, or how you're gonna go through this. And we all do have moments and bad moments, and we all lose people. And saying that, losing the father of my children, my husband, my manager, the person that I love the most in the world, and the person that I can rely upon and without questioning anything since I'm 12 years old. Losing that person was a big deal on me, but it reflected on a lot of people that I've been surrounded by for 20 years and more. We are still missing him tremendously, believe it or not. But through the eyes of my children, and the fact that when one song came among many that was called Courage. Courage, don't you dare fail me now. I need you to keep away the doubts. It struck pretty hard, emotionally, but it could have been like a song that didn't mean anything, or it's a good title,
Yeah.
but it's not enough. Not only it's a good title, but I don't think a song could have been written more appropriately than this one at this time of my life, taking charge of my inner strength, of the visions that I have, my creativity, being spontaneous, being crazy.
It takes courage.
It takes courage because I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, me first, my kids, my entourage, the people that I love, to feel that because I have lost the man of my life, that I'm going to lose the essence of what I love, my passion. And I really believe that through all the years with Renee, who gave me so much, who taught me so much, who gave me so much luggage, that when he left for his new chapter, his new life, he gave me the rest of his luggage. And I feel him through the eyes of my kids, and inside of me I felt very, very, very strong, probably stronger than ever before, because I make decisions and I'm not scared. Before I was not part of meetings. It was, Renee was really, I don't want to say overprotecting me, but he was protecting me a lot, because he wanted me to just, you sing the best you can. I want you to enjoy. And you don't need to do this.
So did you have to learn how to do that? Did you have to learn how to become a different person?
I'm still learning.
Yeah, what did you have to learn?
It's a learning process.
Like what? What did you, I'm just curious.
Well, to zip it once in a while and let the people talk, because I feel like I have to talk for Renee, on behalf of Renee. I have to talk for me, and I talk a lot, like right now. I do talk a lot. I don't let you finish the questions. I can even ask my own questions and answer my questions.
I left for about 10 minutes.
It's like learning that the best is yet to come, and that, you know what, I don't want that to sound pretentious, but I am courageous.
You are, and I hope you know that courage you give, and I hope you know this, that all I could think when I listened to that courage song was how many people, I've gone through, losses in my family as well, how many of us need that song, how many of us need that moment, how many of us need, and I hate to put this burden on you, but how your courageousness or your courage can help so many people. I mean, I know that's not lost on you.
Well, I appreciate it, and if only that is what I need to do to go on stage and sing that song to help people,
Yeah.
I will do this for the rest of my life.
Courage, don't you dare fail me now. I need you to keep away the doubts. I'm staring in the face of something new. You're all I got to hold on to. So courage, don't you dare fail me now.
Are you familiar with the Celineissance, they call it?
The what?
Celineissance.
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 There's something going on. It feels like there's a younger generation that is appreciating your music in a way that maybe the generation before them wasn't doing.
Blame it on the fashion. Blame it on the fashion. Whether it's music or clothing. I'm joking.
That's all right.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a great time. But I'm glad you're aware of it because it's a big, it's a thing. You're a meme. You're an internet icon right now. You're a.
Well, I don't know. Don't make me blush.
I don't know.
But
I mean, I'm happy about it.
I see it, and it's I don't know if it's because, and don't get me wrong if I say it because it might sound kind of like harsh, kind of weird to say that, but it's like you cannot please everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I've done everything that needed to be done to have an international career because this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't
you said to
need
me
to-
earlier, you said I didn't do that part in school. I was on stage. You sacrificed so much.
I did not, I don't need to prove to my family, my friends, the industry, myself anymore.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Okay, they gave me a spot. I took it. And I never wanted to have a hit. I wanted to have a career. I went to school, learned English, tried things. And right now it's like, am I scared to fail? I don't even consider failure or failing. Is that some things will not work as much as other things. Some people will comment on more clothing. This is my favorite. I didn't like that. I prefer this hair. I don't like that one. She said, but like I said before, you can't please
No,
everybody.
you're right. All I know is that I go
You
to
have to assume yourself.
a karaoke night and people who are 22 get up and do That's the Way It Is.
Oh, that's
That's my-
nice.
that's my favorite.
I would
That's my
love
favorite.
to go there because I love to sing so much.
Listen, next time you're in Toronto, give me a call.
Yeah?
We'll go. Yeah, we'll take you out. We'll do That's the Way. We'll do That's the Way It
Should
Is.
I just be as me or just wear like a Sia wig?
You can.
All
Yeah.
the girls, long hair, can't feel anything. That's when I learned. I push it down.
We'll get Sia to dress up as you then.
Cool.
Yeah, and we'll stress
Do that.
we'll stress everybody out. It'll be great.
I mean, for me to have a Sia wig,
Yeah.
I can put it on.
We'll do Power of
But
Love.
the opposite.
I'll do Power of Love. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
And
what do I do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll rehearse a little.
you know, we'll figure it out.
I figured it out. I have so many songs that every word you're gonna say, I have a song.
Devil. I'm just trying to think of words that you could sing. I was just thinking this, but I don't know why that says about
Where do you
me.
live, Toronto? Bye.
I don't know. That's the last word. That's the first word that came to my mind when you
Tell
said
me
Sandy.
you took a
River.
picture of that. I want a copy of it.
I think that should be the new album cover. Of my new album cover is giving me the finger.
It's, if you turn direct.